Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft update video. 1.16.4 has been released. We're going to cover the contents of that in this video, but yesterday we got a surprise. 1.17's Bedrock Beta came out with goats and powdered snow inside it, so I made a video about that. I'll link you through to it at the end of this video though. We've also got some 1.17 news, some tweets from the developers later in this video, which I'll cover, but for right now, let's jump into what's new in 1.16.4. This update is here to do two things. One of those is to add the social interactions screen. You can press P to open this up, but as you can see, you need to be in a multiplayer world, which we are going to go to soon to show you this. The other thing I believe this update is for is preparing to migrate Legacy and Mojang Minecraft accounts over to Microsoft. This is a way of integrating the Java game with the other Minecraft games, and if you want to know more about that, I've already made a video going into great detail. There'll probably be a card on the screen for you to click. So let's check out the social interactions screen. When I press P, this is it, because we are now on a server with either Xisuma and my other account, xisumavoid, and you can search for players, and this is now upgraded a little bit from what we had previously seen, as you don't have to type in the first letters of their name. You can actually type any combination of letters that appears to keep them in this list. Now what you can also do from here is hide players. You will hide their chat messages from being visible to you inside of the Minecraft chat. If you were to log out and come back in, this would all be set back to normal. So each time you log in, you'll want to hide any players, and then they will appear on this hidden list right here, where you can also unhide them from, and then they'll no longer be on that list. Now this tab over here, blocked, relates to having a Microsoft account. So if you're playing Java Edition through a Microsoft account, then any players that you've blocked in other games will then appear here because they're also using Microsoft accounts. And currently, there is no way to block a player. Perhaps if someone logged in with a Microsoft account, there might be an extra button, but that's not something I'm aware of. So if you do have people on this list, you're playing with a Microsoft account, and you can manage who's blocked by clicking on this button, which is simply just a link to their website. It should also be mentioned that multiplayer in its entirety can be disabled through Microsoft account settings, so you can see that some great parental tools are being introduced here. If you don't want your kids playing online at all, you can actually disable that through their Microsoft account, which in the future everyone is going to have because of the migration. And diving into the options menu, inside of controls, there is now a keybind for the social interaction screen. So if you want to change it from P, you have that option. Inside of chat settings, there is hide matched names. So if you log on to a third-party server and they use non-standard formatting inside of the messaging system, then what this is going to do is try and match the names of those players if they appear different. So I just recommend leaving that on, which is on by default. And then inside of accessibility settings, there is a button down here, accessibility guide. This is simply a link to the website for more information about accessibility in Minecraft. So although that's pretty much everything for 1.16.4, there's still a little bit more here to talk about. Mojang Support put out this public service announcement. Account migration has not begun. There will be an in-game message when it's your turn to move. Do not fall for any third-party websites that are telling you to migrate now. They're trying to steal your information. So yes, be wary, don't fall for any scams. We're going to get notified in-game when the migration is actually taking place. And on the topic of migrating our accounts, I got a lot of comments complaining about not being able to have access to their multiple accounts from the launcher. Each one of these is an individual unique account, and they all need to be uniquely migrated to their own Microsoft account. But I believe they will end up just appearing in the list like this. So if you have multiple accounts, I believe you're going to end up being able to use them just like normal. At some point in time though, they need to be migrated to Microsoft accounts. And now for the next part of this video, we're going to head over to Twitter, where the Mojang devs have been teasing us with some 1.7 information. First of all, we have a tweet from Kojo. My last tweet was probably not a tweezer, but this one most definitely is. There are those amethyst crystal geodes, whatever we're calling them, right there, giving us a little bit of a teaser. And then getting a little bit more cryptic, Kojo has given us two mysterious tweets of the cozy winter cabin. I don't believe there are any spoilers inside of either of these. However, he's certainly got people looking, and the main thing people are picking up on is how the item frame is just out of sight. Maybe there's some new unique item in there. But for now, I really don't think there's too much to read into either of these tweets. And then Lady Agnes has been showing us some testing with the lightning rods. I don't think there's anything unique to yield out of this image, but it's cool to see this thing in action. And with the video editing, I'm probably going to zoom in on the rod over here. It's actually like sideways and very bronzy orange color, which, you know, would be typical for copper. And the most direct information we've had is from King B Dogs here, saying there's a mod going around that just adds skulk sensors. It's super awesome, but keep in mind that it is a mod and won't necessarily work the same way as real blocks. For example, skulk sensors do not react to sound. They react to vibrations. Not all sounds equals vibrations. Of course, talking inside of the game. And he's also shared this cool image of the skulk sensor with us. And following up on that, as always, the skulk sensors are in early development and will undoubtedly have some changes going forward, so it is very useful for me to watch these videos early to see what players expect and what they might try to build. And that really is just another reminder that the Mojang team are always trying to develop this game for the community, which I personally really do appreciate. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of this video. So if you want to learn about the Microsoft account migration or see the goats and the powdered snow in 1.17, there'll be cards on your screen and links in the description box down below. Go check them out. That's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.